everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my summer TBR, or the books I want to / need to read this summer. So like the last 2 weeks of May through mid-August is the time frame for these 10 or so books that I want to read. Yes. Thank you for coming. Most of these I have designated for summer because A, they're too long to read when I'm in school, or like the content's too heavy for when I'm in school. B, I've just been putting them off and I want to read them this summer. C, I need to get through my TBR. D, I just want to read them. So these aren't like anywhere near all the books I will read this summer, but they're the specific books I want to read in the next 3 months or so. So let's get started with the 4 classics I want to read this summer. The first one being Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy. I don't really know what this is about. I just know it's really sad, and that Noelle from Noelle Gallagher here on YouTube loved it, so therefore I want to read it. And I'm actually really excited because Noelle seemed to really like it, and I trust her with everything, you know what I'm saying? Like anything she tells me to read, I will read it. So there it is. Yes, please. Okay, the next 2 are some Jane Austens, and that's Sense and Sensibility and Northanger Abbey. Yeah, I just want to read some Jane Austen this summer. I read Pride and Prejudice last summer and Jane Eyre, but that's not Jane Austen. And I think there's some cute summer reads because they're romances, but they're also classics. So like I'm marking boxes as I go, and yes, I might read one of these when I'm at the beach. I don't know. Who can tell, right? Okay, the last classic I want to read this summer is Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale. And that is purely because I wanted to read this ever since I started watching the show, and the show's coming back out. So it'll be on during the summer. So I want to read it this summer. Okay, the next 2 books are kind of interchangeable in that I want to reread both of them, but I don't know if I'll reread both of them this summer. I would like to at least read one, and that is Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Gournall. I think that's how you say her name. And Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. These are both YA contemporaries that deal with our main character, a main character who has some things going on. This one is about a main character with OCD, and this one I'm pretty sure she has agoraphobia. And right now I'm in a general psych class, and we just covered the chapter which deals with both of those topics. And I actually have to give a presentation coming up soon on a topic, and I was thinking about either of these. And so just like learning about it and reading about it reminded me of both of these. And I remember really loving this one, but this one I think was more like informative, if a YA contemporary can be informative. Anyway, yeah, I'm interested in giving both of these a read. I think the last time I read either of these was 2019 or 2018. This one might have been 2018. I, honest to God, cannot remember. But yeah, there's that. Okay, next book. There's a story behind this one. Is A Dance with Dragons, which is the 5th book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I got this series, oh god, maybe 2016 for Christmas. I got like the mass market paperback box set of them. And ever since the summer of 2017, I've read one a year in the summer. And so, because they are really big. And although I've watched the show many times, and so nothing in these is really a surprise anymore, the content's still really heavy, and it takes me a hot second to really get in to the world, and to fly through these is like not really an option. And this one is the longest. It's like 1,000 pages, and I will be reading it this summer, probably in June sometime. Lord knows, not in May. Just a light summer read. Yeah, this should take me quite a few days to get through. Yeah, I am excited though, because I really liked A Feast for Crows, and this is like the sister to it, and I'm pretty sure all my favorites are in here, like Tyrion and Jon and Dany. Yes, I'm pretty sure, because they were missing from the last one, so that's how I took the situation. Anywho, I'm done talking about it. It's heavy. Okay, we're like getting down to the nitty gritty here. Next book I want to read is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Me and Donna Tartt have a love-hate relationship because I had some strong mixed opinions on The Goldfinch when I read it last year. However, I've heard this book's really good for lovers of dark academia, and I'm a sucker for dark academia. And however, on the flip side of that, I've also heard it's very pretentious. So that frightens me. But I really do want to read it, and I'm really excited to read it. And again, a nice light summer read. I don't know. There's no really like any particular reason I want to read this in the summer. It's just that I've been wanting to read it for a while, and now I'll read it this summer. So yes. Okay, next one does have a reason for being read in the summer, and that is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I'm so sorry. Yes, I have wanted to read this book. Oh wow, it's even longer than I thought. Okay, I wanted to read this book since probably around this time last year, or maybe 2019, when words started going around about it. And I've by now seen plenty of videos of people crying, plenty of reading blogs of people sobbing, and I'm very scared to read this, and people are scared for me to read this. And I've wanted to read it ever since I got it back in December for Christmas, but honest to God, I just did not feel like reading this in a college dorm. I don't think that's the right atmosphere. And I don't want my roommate to. I mean, she's seen me cry by now, but like, not like wail. And that's the vibes I get. Also, I feel like if I read this during the school year, I just wouldn't have any motivation to do anything, and that's not the right frame of mind. So, yeah, I'm gonna read this summer. I'm thinking June, because I don't want to read this at the beach. I saw a comment on TikTok, and it was like, yeah, I read that book on vacation, and it ruined my vacation. So, we're gonna refrain. Can you tell I'm nervous about reading this? I really am nervous, but I'm also excited. And a part of me is like, how bad can it be? But the flip side of that is I know like it's gonna completely outshine any expectations of how bad I think it's gonna be. So, yeah. Okay, another book I want to read this summer is House of Earth and Blood, which is the first book in the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas. I've always said Maas, but it's Maas, isn't it? Anyway, I've wanted to read this since it came out, and then I waited for it to come out in paperback, so I've waited like a year, and now I have it, and it's super duper duper long, And also, apparently, like, I've seen people saying this is her saddest book, which I have a hard time believing anything could surpass Kingdom of Ash and or Empire of Storms, but I'm sure she's capable of it. So, again, nice light summer read. It's very, very long, which is why it's getting read in the summer and not during college. Yeah, I might read this in May, like after finals, I'm thinking. But then again, don't want to read this at the beach. So we'll see. It will be read this summer though. And I'll probably have a whole like review video dedicated to it. So look out for that. Literally, like, everyone else's summer TBRs are like, oh, like nice summer romances that take place at the beach, and mine are like books that are gonna make me very depressed and that are 1,000 pages long. Okay, last book I want to read this summer is A Court of Silver Flames, which I will be buying in the ebook version because I don't like Nesta, gasp, who's the main character, and so therefore I don't want to buy it to hate it. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I need to wait for it to come out in paperback to match the other ones anyway. Yeah. I've been meaning to read this. It came out in February, and I just haven't gotten the energy up. The more I see about this book, the more though I'm wanting to read it. It's just gonna take a while because it's like 800 pages long, and to read that on my phone is going to take quite some time. So I don't know when I'll read this. When I get to a stopping place and my like ongoing trading holds out my library, then I'll read it when like I have nothing else to read. Yeah, so that's that. That's this video. Summer TBR. Yeah, like I said before, you know, these are books that I've like need to read during the summer because I can't read them during school, or I've just waited so long that I want to read them this summer. This is by no means all the books I want to read this summer. It's just like the ones that I've designated for this period of time. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what some of your summer reads are gonna be. I hope you guys have a great day and night and week and month and year. I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, maybe possibly. I hate saying like, subscribe, but like I feel like I need to remind you. Or maybe I don't know. Peace out. Goodbye. I'll see you next week in the video.